Alright guys, so Fula coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDVC. If you like this video, please feel free to like the video, and if you like the other content on the page, please feel free to subscribe to the page. You know, just I want to say just a disclaimer. I don't mind you disagree with me, you know, disagreeing with me, but the thing is, it's just at least have some valid points or some valid counter arguments when you do disagree. You know, this one idiot on one of my older videos just was saying a bunch of gibberish, and it's like, okay, well, you know, give a valid argument, bro, and he couldn't do that. So, you know, that's the one thing. You know, if you're gonna disagree, just give a valid argument. But anyhow, I want to do a hip hop review about a very, very special project that I'm like, God, Lee, this dude, what this guy has never leaves. Like, I'm just saying, like, this dude just has it. I mean, I'm really like, I'm like, dang, you know, I really, when it comes to top 10 rappers, I put him in there. You know, my top 10 list of rappers is very, very odd. I'm telling you. Like, cause, like, if, you know, when it comes to the top 10 dead or alive, like, I got guys in there that maybe other guys are gonna be like, yo, Fula, why you putting him in there? You know, I got guys like Raekwon in the list. I got guys like Black Thought in the list. And I also got a dude by the name of Spade O in the list. And he recently released a project called Hall of Fame Flow. And this thing is fires, man. He says things in there that just had me going like, woo, like, just got me excited. Okay, the thing is about hip hop, back in the day, you used to sell if you were nice, if you had wordplay, that's how you used to sell. That's what would determine if you sold or not. Now that's not important, but still people keep with that. You know, people still keep those things in order, basically, about wordplay. Okay, and this dude, Spade O, golly, bro. I really wish, I mean, the flaw with this Hall of Fame thing is he didn't make it long. That thing is only 8 tracks in. And I'm like, bro, might as well do a whole mixtape or like a LP. You know what I mean? And for those of you guys who don't know, when it comes to rap, I'm really big on the Philly dudes, like, cause here's the thing, I spent some time in Philadelphia, you know what I mean, and I got familiar with all the turf in Philly, North Philly, like Nicetown, like Kensington, West Philly down the bottom, you know, 52nd and Parkside, all those areas, you know what I mean? And so, of course, I'm going to be listening to the local hip-hop. So, you know, dudes like Major Figures, dudes like Journalists, dudes like Cheap Raw, dudes like Hollow Man. I'm talking about the paper chaser Hollow Man. I mess with them heavy. You know, those dudes have bars. And the thing is, there used to be a time in Philly where like every other week there was a hip hop underground DVD. You had Too Raw for the Streets, you had Heavy Spitters, you had all these DVDs, and what they would do is they would have dudes freestyling and just doing their thing. I mean, that's how Meek Mill pretty much got his start, you know? from the underground DVD circuit. That's how Meek Mill like really came to people to know him, you know. And then like, you know, shout outs to Rose, who gave him a shot to hit the big time. You know what I mean? Rose saw something in him and picked him up. But, you know, I related to these Philly artists because the simple fact they were rapping about stuff that I was seeing there. You know, like I saw like a lot there. You know what I mean? Like I was surprised to. I mean, I can't really say everything I've seen there. You know, but North Philly ain't no like walk in the park. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. Like they call it Nice Town. Ain't nothing nice about Nice Town, bro. But I mean, like everywhere else, North Philly changing, you know, becoming gentrified as well, you know. But shoot, man, that's like, you know, as a matter of fact, funny story about Philly. Like I was growing my beard out at the time, right? And so many guys in Philly have beards that, and you know, Muslims, they're known for, or I should say, we're known for keeping big beards, right? So in Philly, they have a term called a sunnah. That means like whether you're a Muslim or not Muslim, that means you're growing out your beard. They're like, oh, you're growing out your sunnah? Real talk. But anyhow, back to the music. The thing is about Spade is I was always on the fence about who was the nicest major figures. Because the thing is about Gilly the Kid, he had charisma and he had bars and stuff like that. So his style was a charismatic style. You know what I mean? And then you have a dude like Ab Liva, the 6ix9ine Don. Woo! His style, like, I don't know, his style is like different, bro. His style is hella different. But when it comes to top like 5 Philly, he's in there. Like Ab Liva by far. Like no, there's not many people messing with Ab Liva, you know, when it comes to this rap. You know, that dude is just very, very nice. And then you have Dutch, who has like, I want to say like an unorthodox, like kind of, you know, like a raw flow. Like his is raw. Whereas Spade O, that dude, he has like a vintage flow. It's like a vintage flow, but he be saying some shit. And there's no exception to this new project he has. You know, if you're a fan of like just some hip hop, like back in the, like, I want to say vintage hip hop, vintage like rap, where you would sell if you were nice, then you better listen to the Spade O Hall of Fame flow. Because he got some shit on here, bro. Like, I'm serious. Like, I just wish it was longer. That's the one thing I wish. I just wish he made it longer. And also, I wish what he did was make it with like more substance, because in the past he's made projects that have like a lot of substance in them. But this one, I think he was just getting back to the basics. But he has projects where like he relates his jail time to like a girl, which is very heavy. He has like projects like that. He has storytelling projects. Like he has this song like where he's talking to a judge called I Did It For My Family. That song is like a storytelling. I just wish he did that more in this project. You know what I mean? But definitely take a look at it. Definitely listen to it. You won't be disappointed if you are a Spade O fan. if you are a Major Figures fan, you're not going to be disappointed. So if I had to give it a rating, I would give it 3.5 out of 4 stars, just for the fact that, I just wish it was longer, and I wish he had like more of the versatile flow that we know he's capable of having. But definitely I like this project. I messed with this project. I was bumping it all day today. But I want to leave you with one last bar that really got me on Spade O. And I really want to find this freestyle. It was with him and Ab Liva. It was a vintage freestyle. It was off of EP and DB. I think it was based off of that I Shot the Sheriff song. Liva was talking shit in it. Spade O was talking shit in it. Liva said, he said, I grind hard. I got no time for the haters. When I see I cop, I ask no favors. And then Spade O said a line that really resonates with me today. Even today. And this is an old ass freestyle. This nigga Spade O said, I'm gonna be the greatest the world has ever seen. A bitch nigga's nightmare, a pretty girl's dream. I'm like, this nigga is nice as shit. And it really, that shit relates to my life. I'm not trying to be like a nigga who's tooting his own horn or anything like that. But I know niggas know about this happening too. Have you ever been in a place and then you do something you may not even know the girl from Neil, but you all of a sudden do something and it makes the girl's face light up and it makes her eyes bigger. You know what I mean? That's how you know you're you got something. You feel me? For example, I'll give you one example. And this is just I want to say this is just another disclosure. I'm not calling myself a player. I'm not calling myself a pimp. I'm not calling myself none of that. But I remember one time when, I was driving a girl. We were just chilling or whatever. And I remember opening the door for her to get in the car. Her eyes lit up. You should have saw that. And I'm like, damn, just for opening the door? And so yeah, man, when Spade O said that bar, bro, I was like, man, this nigga Spade O is nice as shit, bro. Cause there's dudes who don't use big words, but they still say stuff. They don't have to use all these complicated terms, but they're still talking that shit. And Spade O is one of them. He has that. And so with that being said, check out Hall of Fame Flow. Maybe this is a volume. This is just going to be a series of projects he's going to release. And yeah, definitely tap into that. That thing is flames. But anyhow, man, Fula signing out. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Njada.